Try again.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're obviously portrait, not landscape today, because I couldn't get my phone to do what I wanted it to. But thank you, people joining, and we're amazed at the responses and the reach that these concerts have.
Hello, Elaine.
We realised that last week's concert was watched just on Facebook
G'day.
alone. It was, I think it was watched 650 times, which is phenomenal. And
Hi, Florrie.
we're really,
Pip.
really
Hi.
delighted with lots of
Clara,
positive
Richard.
comments, people encouraging us. But Jane's been looking after her mum for a couple of days, so she's got back and just in time to tune up and play. So we're going to start off with a Jewish piece of folk music. It's in Florrie, I know you'll be interested. I think it's in 11/8. Anyway, it's got a really nice lilt to it, and it's called Lena. Is this okay?
Yeah, have you got room? I think we need to just a little bit forward, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh, internet. There we go.
Just ignore it now.
Okay. Okay. Now what do we do?
Let's do this one next.
Just keep that
I'll
there.
actually introduce.
Do you
So,
tell a
Bronit.
joke too?
Hmm?
Tell a joke too? Or?
Tell a joke. So yeah, I promised some jokes. So let me just get my prompt. There've been lots of requests for viola jokes, so I chose a few of my favourite, and so the first one, and then we're going to play some Bronislaw Martinu. So for those of you who don't know, viola players are the intellects and the historians and the academics in the orchestra, the double bass players and the viola players in amongst the strings anyway. And so we're always telling jokes about viola players. Anyway, in the days when we could go to concerts, there's a viola player goes to the festival hall, and he's just walking through the foyer of the festival hall, and he spots a colleague of another viola player standing at the bar of the festival hall having a drink, you see. So he wanders over and he says, "Hi, Mike, how are you doing?" He said, "Oh, great, thanks, yeah, really well. Just been to a really great piano recital." "Oh, really?" says viola player number one. "Yeah, Mike, that was it was a Beethoven piano sonata. In fact, absolutely wonderful player, really terrific." And So he says, well, which sonata was it? And he said, well, it's the one that starts with a really fast trill on an E. And the other guy said, well, I play all the Beethoven piano sonatas. I know them really well. He said, I can't really think which one. I can't remember. I don't think there is. I can't think which one it is. Can you sing it to me? So he says, well, sure. He goes, da 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 da. So there'll be more jokes in between the next pieces.
And you never know, there might be a fast trill as well.
So the next piece is by Bronislav Martinu. Bronislav Martinu was brought up. His father was the town clock smith, or looking after the town hall clock in Prague. So Martinu's music has often got little things like little sort of things that are almost like the mechanics of a clock, repeated and then turned upside down. It's in a sense a little bit of Philip Glass or Michael Nyman or something. A little bit of minimalism, very very early, but of course same time as Brahms, but in no, he's later than Brahms, isn't he? Bronislav Martinu.
Same time as Bartok.
Same time
I
as
just
Bartok.
looked up his dates.
Same time as Bartok, not the same time as Brahms at all. So
he was kind of he was born in 1890 and he died in 1959. So he's actually 20th century composer.
and we're going to play one madrigal by Martinu. I think it's a madrigal, is it? No, it's not a madrigal. It's Etude Facile.
I see, it's a lie, they're not easy. Okay, here we go.
Okay. So, that's a bit of martinu. Thank you very much for listening. David Goldberg. Hello, David. Heidi Taylor, Simon, Sarah Cope, Elaine. Thank you so much. Did you like the joke? Would you like another joke? Atmospheric, yeah, fantastic. Did you hear the birds in the background? They were beautiful, weren't they? So what's the difference then between the front desk of the violas in an orchestra? What's the difference between the front desk of the violas in the orchestra and the back desk? It's about a minim. And what is the difference between grade 7 viola and grade 8 viola? In grade 8 you have to hold the instrument from memory.
Paul, I can hear you clapping. Great to have you there. Thank you.
Groan.
And Connie is enjoying the jokes. Well, Connie, that's great. Looking forward to seeing you soon.
Why are the viola jokes so short? So that the violinists can remember them. So the next thing we're going to do some Bartok.
The pizzicato one.
Yeah, pizzicato.
So Bartok, he was around the same time as Martinu, but slightly different. Yeah, close by, I guess. Here we go.
I guess we could play it like this, couldn't we? Yeah,
No, we haven't practiced that, but we could have a go.
Play it on one violin, maybe.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Had his moments. And now, what are we going to do now? We're doing that one, aren't we? Or we're going to do that one?
This one.
We'll do that one.
Oh, this one. Okay. So this is called scherzo, which means joke, and it could well end up in us laughing at each other.
Nothing to do with violas.
Nothing to do with violas. Are you playing? I'm playing the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good luck.
This could go wrong, couldn't it?
You could, well,
Yeah. Close.
it was supposed to end apart, so that was okay.
It was, yeah. So this is Arabian Song, and this is the last written music we're going to do. Well, we got room for one more joke before.
I have a quick practice.
How do you tell when the viola, the back desk of the violas is playing out of tune in an orchestra? How do you tell? If you can see the bow moving. Arabian song, which we have probably under rehearsed slightly, so not too loud for me, huh? Okay.
Have fun.
But don't. So, thank you very much, Jane.
Thank you for listening. Slightly different to last week's programme. We thought we'd go 20th century this week. So, yeah, good.
Catherine
Hey,
O'Connor is
Catherine.
watching. And we're going to now take you into the world of, I don't know, we're going to improvise a piece. We really haven't even talked about it, except Jane is a bit worried because I've got lots of toys out. You can see here I've got a big drum, which you'll hear, and maybe we'll start with that. But we don't have any plan really. There's some wine glasses and it'll last a couple of minutes. So it's not about Dominic Cummings or anything like that. It's not about anything. It's just a sound.
It's about what it's about.
A piece of music,
It's
a sound.
in the moment, and it won't ever be repeated again because we don't know what's going to happen anyway. So, yeah. Here we are. You've been present at a world premiere.
Oh,
And
hi, Alan.
yeah.
For those of you who wanted to know what we were playing, we've got some. This is a small drum that I found. It's from Pakistan, which I particularly enjoy, and has been used in ceremonial things for me. And then
But it has a name too, does it not?
I can't remember.
The Voice of God, isn't it?
Oh, it's called the Voice of God, yeah. And this is what I was doing. And this. So I had 3 wine glasses and a Tibetan prayer bell as well.
The bowl.
A bowl.
A singing bowl.
Singing bowl. Perhaps we could just have a look at that so the children can see it.
Will you do it?
Okay.
I'm hoping the wine glasses will be filled with something more spectacular in a minute.
So this is a beautiful singing bowl.
It's very small, that's why it's quite a high resonance, but you can get really big bowls that have such a deep, beautiful resonance as well. And it's just brass, isn't it?
Yeah, or bronze, I'm not sure which one. But anyway, there we are.
So that seems to be all we have time for this evening.
Yeah. So for those of you who have enjoyed that, thank you very much. Bartok and martinu and
It's some
a
Jewish,
traditional Jewish
sort of a
piece.
Middle European, Eastern European, yeah.
Yeah, but we want to keep these concerts under half an hour, and so we've actually indulged your time. Thank you so much for joining us, and we send our love to you all and our thanks. Stay well and stay safe, and be kind and generous.
It would be lovely to invite you all into our garden and we could play to you, see you all. That would be absolutely special. But it's lovely to know that you're all there. Thank you. And it's a gift to you. So have a good week. Who knows? We'll meet again.
Don't know where.
Probably in here. Anyway, lots of love to you all.
Thank you all
for
very
listening.
much. Good night. God bless.
Bye.
Bye-bye.